everyone, welcome back to Miss Bunny Show. Tonight, we have the amazing cast of the recently released school drama film, Tarno. Please welcome Raffan Tarno, Azzahra Ramadhania H, Galih Assyifa, and Tsabitah Izzatur. And joining us later via Zoom, Jasmine S. Wulan. So, Raffan, you played Tarno, a new student from a village who faces bullying. How did you feel playing such an emotional role?
Playing Tarno was really meaningful. He starts as someone who is quiet and hurt, but throughout the movie he grows stronger. I had to show his inner strength to show that he is aggressive, not only someone who can be bullied. And it really shows that courage in him and that this movie is not about revenge but about bravery.
Wow, that was very beautifully said. And next, moving to Tsabitah. You played as Siti, who was one of the first to defend Tarno. Will you please tell us more about that? How does it feel to play such a role?
Siti represents people who choose to speak up. She doesn't like injustice. So when Bella and Wulan mocks Tarno, she steps in immediately.
And I think I have to agree with that. Well, playing alongside Siti and Tarno, there was Fajar. And I would like to ask Galih, how does it feel like to play such an important character in this movie?
Fajar is loud, but he's strong in principle. When he tells Bella if he's not laughing, it's not a joke. That was one of the key turning points in the conflict.
Okay, so that was a very good conversation with Siti and Fajar played by Tsabitah and Galih. And now I would like to interview the person who is the fire starter of this movie, the one who starts the conflict. Today I am with Zahra, and I would like to ask you, Zahra.
Honestly, it was challenging. Bella isn't just mean, she's proud and insecure. She mocks Tarno's background, especially his village roots, because she wants to feel superior.
Bella was an iconic character in this movie, we all have to admit about that. And there is this one powerful scene in this movie where Tarno finally stands up for himself. Raffan, what was that like?
Well, that scene was pretty intense, I would say. Tarno says he only wants respect, no matter what. And it's pretty emotional to see the climax where Wulan starts to questioning herself.
It was such an emotional scene, to be honest. Well, the whole movie was such an emotional roller coaster. Well, moving on, now we are connecting via Zoom with Jasmine, who played as Wulan. Hi, Jasmine.
Hi, Mrs. Bunny. Hi, everyone.
Okay, so now I would like to ask this question. Wulan started as a bully alongside Bella, but later felt guilty. How did you portray such an emotional change?
Wulan is influenced easily. At first, she looks and joins Bella. But when Tarno speaks calmly and bravely, she realizes she went too far. Her apology scene was emotional because it shows growth.
It is such a huge point of the movie, though, that Bella chooses pride over reflection. And now I would like to ask Zahra again. Your character, Bella, refuses to apologize and instead joins Safira's group as the mean girls. For life, maybe. Why is that?
Bella doesn't want to look weak. When Wulan apologizes, Bella feels betrayed. So she joins Safira's group to maintain her ego, even though deep down she knows she was wrong.
Okay, so we all know that this show shows such an emotional roller coaster in changes of the character's mind and personality. And I would like to ask the main character now. Rafa, what message does Tarno send at the end of the movie that we all, collectively as watchers, need to acknowledge of?
The message would be that you don't need everyone to like you to stand tall. Tarno wins by staying true to himself and surrounding himself with people that actually respect him. And that is the most important thing.
Okay, so one last question for all of you. Before we close our talk show tonight, I would like you all to say one word that best describes this movie. Starting with Fajar.
strong.
Kind.
Friendship.
Alright, so that concludes our talk show tonight with our amazing cast and the amazing story they delivered. Thank you, especially to Raffan, Zahra, Galih, Tsabitah, and Jasmine for joining us tonight on Miss Bunny Show. And remember, dear watchers, kindness is always in style.
Yes.